Hey guys, welcome to my first video on this art channel. My name is Cami, uh, and so yeah, I like to do some drawing alongside gaming, and gaming has pretty much taken up my first channel, so I thought, hey, I'm gonna be drawing anyways, why not just record it while I do it, and maybe post some videos, because I don't know, maybe somebody will like this. So right now this is the video of my icon, just figuring out what I want to draw right now, playing with some ideas. I kind of had like this idea in my mind of like brush strokes or like the flowing of paint in some regard, and I didn't really know how to get that, but I was testing out some things and I decided to go with an artist's palette and a paintbrush through the art hole where you put your thumb. And yeah, so I'm doing some line art right now and figuring out where I want things, if it looks nice. And yeah, so I started this second channel just thinking it'll be a little bit of a different tone from the gaming channel, because in the game channel I kind of mainly just talk about the game as I play, maybe pop in some random stuff. This will just be like kind of random chatter, a little more chill, downplayed. I've been playing a lot of Celeste on the other channel, and I haven't been playing much because most of my time has been occupied by a couple other games that I've been playing in the background. Probably should have recorded them, but I haven't. I might do another save file of them and upload them to the channel, but anyways. For this channel, I really wanted to do a video for the banner as well, and if you didn't notice, I did like a nice little paint flow as well as a pencil making like these loopy, pretty, just random marks. And I've had fun with it, like trying out different things, picking my colors. I always pick my colors by hand and kind of test them, maybe change them with a paint bucket if I feel like it. I do like coloring in by hand, depending on how big the project is. Sometimes I'll color it in with the paint bucket, like I just did there, depending on how lazy I'm feeling. But a lot of times I'll just like swipe across with my brush, and this is on a drawing tablet. Speaking of, for the banner, what I was saying, I wanted that to be my first video, but see, before this one I had been trying to record with X-Recorder, and boys was that a mistake. So I found out that you don't want to move the X-Recorder videos out of the X-Recorder file for some reason, which is so weird, because like how am I supposed to get it from there to my computer otherwise? Because like I have this external drive. Anyways, so I was trying to move it, and so I moved it out of it to like get it into my video editing software, and it corrupted the file. And I was like, okay, what's going on? I can't open it, I can't do anything with it, I can't even view it anymore. Which, by the way, I had gone in, looked at it, renamed it so I could find it, and saved it, so like it was all good and I could see it before. But moving it completely changed that. So I was like, okay, whatever, I could like see it and like whatever in the file, so I'll just move it back, and maybe X-Recorder has like some editing software in there. I guess I could make do, is what I was thinking. So I move it back in, and guess what? It is still corrupted fully. I tried restarting it, renaming it, anything I could think of. I looked on the internet, there was nothing about my specific problem. There was no way that I could see to save the file. So I just have the file sitting in a folder somewheres. I still have it, and it still says I have the video, but I can't access the video or do anything with it. So depending on if I ever figure that out, you may or may not be able to see that later. Speaking of with what I'm drawing, or see, I've picked out the colors, kind of done a stream. It's kind of like the basic layout. It doesn't look all that nice and neat right now. I kind of was like a little bit tired when I was doing this because I did this after dealing with all of that video shenanigans, so wasn't my best work, but I still think in the end it turned out nice. I do know that I did shading, and then after like setting it down and going away for a while, I thought about it and I didn't like the shading, so I ended up coming back and redoing the shading later in the video. Yeah, and I didn't like this speckle thing I did either, so it ends up, I like do some stuff with it, erase certain parts and like try and get it nice and add it to certain layers. I end up scrapping it later. You gotta try things. If you don't try it, you never know. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yes, the banner video. So I was recording on Xrecorder, and it was giving me a pain, and it wasn't the first time that a video had just like been non-accessible or corrupted, and it wouldn't fix the video and it wouldn't do anything with it. So I was just getting fed up with it. I saved the video in a separate file, and then I deleted Xrecorder and was like, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with that. And I got a different video recording software. I forget the name of it. But anyways, as you can see, it worked a lot better, and I was actually able to get it, and it works with my video software, CapCut. Super easy and simple to use, no watermarks. Perfect. And yeah. So finally got a video to you guys. Anyways, I have been drawing for a while. I haven't been making drawing videos. I don't think I've ever... Oh, well, I did post on the gaming channel at the beginning. I did post little animations. I was just kind of testing it out, playing with it. I don't know if I'll play with it again more later on this channel or not. Animations take a lot longer than you think, and like, you have like this vision in your mind. In order for it to like take place on the page or on the application, it just takes forever, like so much longer. Like, I did like what, a 30-second, not even 30 seconds, I think it was like 10 to 15 second animation with the little girl with the little tail wag, and that took me so much longer than I thought it would, and I wanted to make it look all nice and clean and professional and like super nice art, and it was just not, and I was just like, okay, this is like first animation, can't do like super high quality, let's go basic. But yeah, even though I've been doing art for a long time, I'm still learning. It's always a learning process. You're always finding new tips and tricks and different styles and stuff you like, and incorporating new fields and whatnot that you find. Like, there was a while I do different mediums of art, so I drew for a while, and then I picked up some painting, like actual physical painting and actual physical drawing. And like, I found them really fun, and I still do, but I never have as much time as you think you do to actually like sit down and just draw, or sit down and just paint and whatnot. And like, yeah. And then I got pulled into like different little niches as like different things were introduced to me, or I see something on Facebook or like online, and I'm like, ooh, that looks cute, I want to try that. Being, whether it be like crochet or cooking or whatever. Yeah. Plus, Plus, sometimes it's just hard to find motivation. And it's like, one minute you'll be like, I really want to draw something, but I don't know what I want to draw. And like, there's two sides to that. There's one where you can just like scribble on a page, whatever, and like it can be a complete mess. But it's your mess, and like maybe later you'll color it and it'll turn into something interesting. Or you can just do shapes, or you can like scour the internet for something that's like, oh hey, that's cool. I've never drawn that before, let's try that. And the thing is, if you try drawing something you've never drawn before, you're probably gonna suck at it the first time. But that's okay, because that's how you learn. You learn the shapes, you see the reference images, you like test things out, try your shapes. And like, if I go back, if I look at my drawings right now, I'm kind of like, I'm not that good, I don't have potential. Like, well, I feel like I'm decent at art, but I feel like sometimes some of my art is like, oh, okay, what did I just draw? That's not that great. But if I go back to like my old sketchbooks, it's kind of like, wow, that is way better than way back then. Okay, there's improvement. And as long as there's like improvement, little by little, it doesn't matter how much, it's fine. And like, not everything has to be super high quality renders either. Like, cartoonish style is fine. I know I've had one project that I've had on the shelf for a while, just because I haven't been able to find the time with everything else in life going on. I've been trying to like get a comic up, and I have like the first, 2 chapters drafted up, I think. They're not very long chapters, but like, I have it like kind of started to draft up, but I haven't been able to actually like finish a chapter because I've been so busy with other stuff and haven't really found the time or like motivation to do it, which is kind of frustrating in a way. Like, I want to, but I can't bring myself to like sit down and like draw on that one thing for 4 hours, especially when I'm doing the character lines for like the 6th time. And at one point I was thinking of doing it all digitally because I was starting to get a little bit more into digital art, because like I started traditional artist and have just recently started doing digital art. But doing it all digitally when I'm not used to digital is kind of rough. So, and the other thing is, at the beginning, my save files got corrupted and I lost my whole 2nd chapter after I finished it, which was really frustrating and kind of got me down, and I hadn't touched it after that for a few months. I ended up picking it back up in a traditional artist way. Anyways, the icon is done, so that'll be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed, and hopefully we can do this again. Bye bye!